Hi, my name's Denise and I'm the owner of Heartfelt Products, and we are a custom embroidery company, mostly doing custom dog portraits. But I'm going to talk about today, if you've got a small business and your sales are really, really slow or you're lacking in sales, I've got a few ideas. I've also got some. I'm going to talk about if you're in your 50s and 60s and you're starting a business, or you've got a small business that you've just started, and also if you've got health issues. So there's and also embroidery. I'm going to talk about my Happy Japan, which makes me very, very happy, and I couldn't run my business without it. And I'd love a load more. And if you're interested, Midwest Machinery, and speak to Paul. And honestly, they are an amazing company. And I don't do paid promotions. I always say it. I don't take money because I believe these are genuine and honest validations of things that I use. Um, and if I've got it and I don't talk about it and you see it, it probably is because I might not believe in it. Um, and I've tried a lot of different machines over the years. And I've got over 40 years business development knowledge from a whole different sector of industries as well. So that might be helpful. Um, so I did promise a long time ago I'd be doing another video, and I'll be doing them every week. So again, over promising, under delivering, feel really bad because my shoulder has been an absolute nightmare. Most of you, if you're new to this, I had a shoulder injury again last June, not last June, June 24. And I haven't had a whole night's sleep since. And every time I mention that, I'm going to yawn. I'm stifling it. It's kind of word association, sorry. And anyone knows me just knows I just do that all the time. Oh, God. You just can't, can you, stifle it? In the end, it gets you. So I'm really tired. Like, some days are better than others. And I had physio on Monday. I got physio tomorrow. And I knew yesterday would be bad. But Sunday, oh, some days, you just know that it's whatever you do, it's going to be a really stressful, difficult day. And some days I can't do absolutely anything. And then it becomes problematic. So if you've got a health issue and you're kind of going through that stage, then having really great support around you is really important. Because for me, and I'll tell you about the business first, and how having friends to help me and a really good partner is key to me being able to do this and drive this forward. And I don't know what I would do without them. So I'll tell you exactly like what's been happening in the past few weeks, because it's been quite eventful in many ways. So firstly, we've got two websites now. So because of visibility, Etsy's absolutely dire at the moment. So we've got a .co.uk and a .com, and we're on every platform. But I haven't been posting because of my shoulder. So lack of posting, lack of visibility it has an impact. You have to do it every day, more or less. Oh, see, this is just. I'll try not to do this all the way through. My eyes are watering as well. Um, Lack of visibility, lack of not posting. But when I'm like this, you can understand why I won't be posting, because nobody wants to sit there and watch me yawning all the way through it. Um, but sales are definitely down, and I feel that the economy from last year has changed completely. Last year, unfortunately, when I had the injury, I was having to turn work away, which would have been my prime time to get out there and make those connections. And then this year, people just don't have the money. The economy in the UK is absolutely dire. I don't understand what's going on and why it's happening as it is, but at the moment, I know of 11 small businesses that are struggling, and a couple of them worked from home, built up, got premises, and we're doing so well. And then all this happened, and they've had to close the premises, lay off staff, and go back to working from home. And so I'm lucky. So I'm working from home. I've got 3 studios, and so that's amazing because I split it between sewing, embroidery, and heat presses. Um, and the dogs also have their own separate rooms and areas of the house, so that's really good as well. Struggle of being so tired. I'll cut the next lot out if I start yawning. The struggle of being so tired, and then not having customers and panicking and worrying and thinking, where is my business going? I'm more determined to succeed being older, having health problems, having, no customers, I'm still more determined to make this business work than I am to fail. So it's like, how am I going to get customers? And this is what you might find interesting. So I wanted to do my own designs and sell them. So for instance, I've got a couple of friends that help me and they are brilliant. And it's bringing in people sometimes that can bring in different skills as well. And basically they will bring things like, I can't knit or crochet, so I've got somebody who does knitting, crochet, macrame, and then I've got a lady who does amazing bags and embroidery. I've got a backup with embroidery, and she sews amazingly. So I've got two amazing friends that do brilliantly in making the business bigger by not having to buy in and to be able to sell our own stuff, which we all make ourselves. We are battling against, at the moment, cheap places like Temu because people don't have the money to spend. So they are going to the cheaper end of the market because they don't care how long it lasts. They're just taking a gamble on it, I think. And so we're having to ride out the consumer market. And I just thought, where should I go? And actually somebody came to me and they said, we're needing some workwear. Can you do workwear embroidery? And I said, well, yeah. I mean, it's not what I wanted to do. It's not particularly what I want to do, but it's where the money is. So I'm having to diversify and look at different channels of income, which I wouldn't have necessarily wanted to do, but you can't turn money down. So I did their workwear. They were really, really happy. And then I'll show you what I've done, because they've actually come back for a backup order, and so I was really pleased. They're really happy, and so they've now got they've got their workwear, they've got hoodies, and they've asked for beanies as well. So they're a garage. So that was really good. So they came back to me, and then I thought, I wonder whether I should be going down the business to business route, because maybe people want workwear, and for me, I can undercut people who've got premises. I can undercut a lot of other companies. I've got a wholesale account because I'm VAT registered, so being VAT registered isn't always a negative. It can allow me to open doors into wholesalers, which I wouldn't have been able to do, so that's really good. So I'm with 4 big wholesalers, and I can get things much, much cheaper, which means it makes me a lot more competitive, because I don't have the overheads of a shop or a premises, so I can undercut. And then I got somebody else knock on the door and say, oh, I know you do workwear, could you do mine? So that was 2 weeks ago, and I've been working on samples and things for them to see. And then another company said, oh, I want you to do my workwear, and I've got 3 businesses. And it's like, okay. So I think going down that route, I mean, it's very lucrative, and it's definitely something which I don't mind. I mean, it's easy. It's easy compared to taking a picture of someone's dog and digitizing a dog onto something. You don't really make much money out of that whatsoever. And so it's, yeah, that they're quite hard. Let me show you my designs. Hold on. Let's see what I've got. Ooh. So, for instance, we do sweatshirts and little pouches with, that's our Dashy Dachshund. Yeah, so we do sweatshirts and pouches and all sorts of things to match, and they're really cute and they're lovely and they're great gifts. So and because nobody's much is going to have our stuff is unique. It's very small quantities that we usually do, so you're not going to be going out there wearing it and everybody else is going to have it, but at the same time, it is a bit more expensive, my stuff that I embroider with the logos on, than if they went on Temu or some cheaper places to get their products. So anyway, so I got all these orders in, and then on Friday I sat down and ordered them, and it was great. I don't think I've ever ordered so many clothes in all my life. I mean, it was just vast quantities of clothing. And then I'm thinking, how on earth am I going to do this? Reality dawns. Because I've never done that before, and my consistency with my shoulder is nowhere near anything where I'd want it to be, because I spend days just sitting on the sofa with cold hot water bottles, hot water bottles. I've rubbed everything in my shoulder constantly, so I smell absolutely, well, I would imagine different, because with all those smells combined, it's yeah. So, but fortunately, my friends have stepped in and said, they're going to help. So I've got somebody coming in all day tomorrow, and I don't want to abuse that, but it's really nice to know they're there, and they know that I would try and help them as well. And we are quite a strong unit together. So it's making sure, if you do have health issues, that you do have that backup support, so it takes that stress off you. I do need to employ somebody though, so this is only a short term thing. I can't expect to have that support ongoing consistently, so it's like I need to build the business up quite quickly, but I can't do all the orders myself, and I can't have my friends do it. So that's the kind of situation I'm in. But I really need to build it up because I need to pay for somebody. I need to pay for the help. So yeah, so it's a conundrum. And then Saturday, one big box arrived, and I was like, oh my goodness. So fortunately, they brought it in the hallway for me, which was good. And then I thought to myself, oh, I think I've got another 3 big boxes to come, and how on earth am I going to unpack them and move them, because I can't lift anything. And the physios have said you must use your arm all the time, do what you can with it, but don't go over that kind of line with it. But that's really difficult to know where the line is sometimes, and then you're back to square one where you can't move it. So and they just said it's going to take a long time. It's just not going to be a quick fix. So, and that is a problem at the moment, is knowing when I've overdone it and trying to work out where that is. So anyway, Monday, the rest of the boxes arrived. So I thought 3 big boxes. Yeah, no, there was 7. And the hallway's just getting stacked out. And then I had to wait for my partner to come in, and we had to go through them and unbox them. So again, it was like I hadn't considered about the boxes arriving and what would I do. But anyway, it's sorted. So yeah, so I did some workwear yesterday, and it was only just a few things, and I had to do some digitizing and some test stitching out on here. But I'm so pleased I've got my Happy Japan. It's an incredible machine. I I don't know, my business wouldn't run without it, and I need at least another one. So I got it from Midwest Machinery. It's a reconditioned model. I took out a loan for it, and it's just a workhorse. I've got a Brother VR, and I've got a cap fitment on there at the moment. However, where's that cap? Oh, there it is. Easy. Let's grab this. I don't know if anyone's got a Brother VR. So the problem that I've had with it, and I really don't enjoy using it, is that with the fitment on, can you see how high up on the cap this is? And obviously you digitize differently for caps as well. So don't forget, if you're digitizing, it's a different way of doing it. But the pain of it going so high up. So anyway, I found a trick of tricking it so it goes lower. But you've got to be careful that it doesn't catch the bar across the rim, bottom of the rim of the cap. So, but I'm not, I thought perhaps I would just keep the machine to do caps on it. The stitch quality isn't amazing, and I don't know why. And the fact that it's a right nightmare to set up at the moment. I mean, the rest of the embroidery is fine. I'll keep it for towels. I can't use it for changing colours very much, because lifting my arm up to keep changing the colours was the problem, which is why I got this. But I don't particularly want to have to sell it, so I want to find a use for it. So yeah, I mean, I should have gone for this, but I didn't know, and I think that's the problem, is that you don't know. This is all metal parts. It's designed for a commercial setting. It's designed for heavy use work. It's a workhorse, and so I think where you place your money when you have a business is really important, to look at wear and tear, longevity, component parts. Are they plastic? Are they metal? Is it built for purpose? And all of that. And for me, it's been a learning curve. This machine will grow with me. It's the HCS3, and it has It comes with 2 lots of frames. It comes with, they're not the magnetic. I don't use the magnetic on that. I don't know, I'm a bit phobic with magnets. I'm just thinking, how is that going to be wear and tear? I need to do more research. I'd like to use them, but I just at the moment just don't have time. I don't have the money to buy them either. However, you have that option. And also they do the cap fitments. They do shoe fitments. You can embroider shoes. Can you believe you can embroider shoes? It always makes me smile. They do the sock attachments. They do bag attachments. So you could start with this and you could grow it with your business. You can expand your business with your machine. It's just incredible at what this does. So I'm so happy, because also the frames on this one are bigger than the VR anyway, so that's an absolute bonus for doing backs of jackets and things. So yeah, so Midwest Machinery, speak to Paul and he will sort you out and talk about machines for you and help you. And they phone up, how you doing, how's the machine working, how you getting on with it, do you have any questions? And if you've got any questions, you just phone them up and they're just on it and they're so lovely. Anyway, so there we go. So I'm saying, obviously my happy is where I'm going. I would have a whole wall of happies, and if I can keep those orders going and then I can take on somebody to help me, even part-time would be amazing. It can keep the business going. But I suppose where I'm coming with this is sales, is where I was embroidering my own designs and things were going slow and not selling because they were more luxury items and people don't have the money. Then workwear obviously opened up and I can undercut the other workwear suppliers. So, I could keep the business going. And this is where sometimes you need to look at where the money's going, what are people buying, who are they going to see whether you can diversify whatever business you are doing, because there's always a solution. That there is always an answer. You just have to find that answer. It's not a case of always shutting down. It's thinking it through and getting many heads together and thinking it through and brainstorming it. And your business plan, like when you start a business, your business plan should be forever evolving. It shouldn't be stuck in stone. You look far ahead, a couple of years ahead, even if you can. This is where I want to be. And then you adjust it all the time in line with markets, economics, all that kind of thing. Trends as well, if you work on trends. And it's a crazy world, but there is always a solution. You need to just finding that. And for me, it came finding me, which was incredible. And so I've got all these orders now. I've got another 2 lined up for next year. I do have a custom order for a dinosaur, which I'm working through. Which is wonderful. So, but I think word of mouth gets out there, and I have given away lots and lots of freebies as well, because I want to be able to promote what I do and for people to see the quality, because obviously there's the quality in what we do is amazing, and I only use really good products. So yeah, so maybe that's helpful, that looking at those areas of where work is, if you've got a disability, having that support, or if you're older, having that support network. And we can do it, but we can do it. We're British and strong and British and proud. And I've got my new Hear Me Roar lion on today. Obviously we've got our British and proud sweatshirts as well. I've got my Hear Me Roar, which is the British lion with the red, white and blue mane on it, which I did, which is really popular. And and we'll just see where this obviously takes us, and hope that we can keep this rolling, and keep work coming in. But of course it's a bit of an unknown. It's a bit of unknown on my shoulder, and if I get too many orders in, I might need to take a break, and which I hope I won't need to do. So again, I don't know. It's just let's wait and see what happens. And just work with all of those things and take it step by step. And I think that's the thing as well. It's, for me, it's not looking at, oh my God, I've got all this work, well, what am I going to do? It's a case of, let's take this step by step. I'm going to take you and show you what's right, so you can see what kind of things I'm doing and what's come in. So, right, let's take this off here. And turn the camera around. So, I have got 2 orders sat there. I've got an order sat there, an order sat there, there for the beginning of the year, but I think I'm probably going to try and get one sample done. I've got an order sat there, which is halfway through, which will be finished today. I've got an order sat there. Yeah. Ooh. Trying to move the tripod out of the way. Obviously, I need a whole load of racking. Let's see if I can zoom this out. That's in out. I need a whole load of racking along here, but I've got the sofa and I don't know what to do with the sofa. It's a sofa bed and I don't want to get rid of it because it's new. And I've got a whole load of racking there. And then, so this is an order I've had before, which is like just going to sit there for a while, I think, because they're in no rush and I know them, so I don't need to be doing that anytime soon. And then I've got 2 boxes there and a box there, and I know I've got more coming today. Ignore the horseshoes. So then I've got more boxes here, which are now empty, and the bed is just filled because I didn't know where to put them, and that goes right back. So that's a Super King, and it goes right back deep with clothing. So that's quite a lot to be doing, and most of that they want before Christmas, not before Christmas, before the new year. So yeah, I'm going to need help. Yeah, the horseshoes were, it's quite interesting actually. When we moved in, we got a field, and the field's got lots of history, lots and lots going back, centuries. But they had these horseshoes hanging up in the field, and they're very old. In fact, I think that's one of the oldest ones. That's the other oldest, and they're of the horses that used to be in the field, and so they were all rusted. So I got them hot chemical blacked, which is a process where hopefully it will protect them. And I'm actually wondering whether to put them up indoors, maybe in the utility or maybe in the hallway even, rather than putting them back outside, because I don't want to lose the history of the field. The field now we've turned into a nature reserve. So if you're on TikTok, you'll see that we had a peacock visit in the summer, which was lovely. And so we never know what we get. We had little deer, we got badgers and all sorts. So, but yeah, so that's, and then I had another bag today. Oh, I've got another box coming today. So I've got another bag down there, and I've got another box coming today. So it's great that it's really busy. Obviously, managing it moving forward and getting it all done, I've got help, which is good because I really am appreciative of the fact that everyone really wants to help me. I'm just putting it back on the stand a minute. So it's all really good. I think this is my smallest room. It is my brightest room because you need good light really for threading the needles. But I do need to have it less cluttered and a lot more organised because I hate not being organised and not knowing what I've got and where it is. So I need to work out where that sofa's going, don't I? I don't know. I hope you have found that really, really useful, and I'll hopefully try and do more videos soon of the Happy, because I know that you love seeing it working and it's just a dream. So I will be using it today. I won't have time to do any more videos today, and then we'll see what happens. I'm actually, hopefully this afternoon, going to get my hair done, which is incredible because I haven't had it done for so long, and I'm a bit nervous because I don't quite know when I put my head back, and and I'm pulled about whether my neck is going to get worse for tomorrow. But I'm really excited the fact that hopefully I'm going to look a little bit better. It's going to make me feel better myself. So yeah, we'll see. So anyway, take care everyone, and if you've got any questions, put them down below. Please share me, subscribe, and all of that's really, really helpful because I need to really try and get more subscribers, and we need to kind of just spread the word out there and build a community, build a collaborative community as well of helping one another. I think that's the way forward. So, just put your links down and comment, and I'll join you as well. And let's start getting our businesses up and running properly and get these customers coming in. Take care, everybody. Catch you next time. Bye.